A long time ago, during the lifetime of the Buddha Padumuttara, the king stood at the edge of an assembly, listening to the Buddha's sermon. The king noticed that the Buddha appointed a certain monk named Sutasana as the Etat Taka, or foremost monk amongst those who received abundant gifts. The king wanted to be like that monk, and so he invited the Buddha and his monks to his palace to offer great dana for 7 days. After 7 days, the king sat respectfully in front of the Buddha and said, "Exalted Buddha, as a result of my great act of merit in giving dana to a supreme Buddha and his excellent Sangha, I want to dedicate my merit towards becoming Etat Taka, foremost amongst those who receive many material gains, in the dispensation of a future Buddha, like the monk who was so declared 7 days ago." The Buddha Padumuttara used his foresight to look into the future and saw that the king's wish would be fulfilled in 100,000 kappas. The Buddha then said, "Your wish will be fulfilled later in the dispensation of the Buddha Gautama." The Buddha then returned to the monastery. The king continued to perform meritorious deeds until his death. He only took rebirth in the realms of the Devas and humans, and was not born in the 4 woeful states of hell. During the lifetime of the Buddha Vipassi, approximately 91 kappas ago, the young man was reborn in a village not far from the city of Batumati. At that time, the citizens of Batumati were in a friendly competition with the king. They were competing to see who could give the grandest dana to the Buddha. One day, the citizens inspected their great dana and realized that they had failed to procure honey and curds. They searched every market and store in the city and realized the king had already purchased all of these items. They set a guard to watch every gateway into the city. One day, a villager decided to visit the city and trade his curds for supplies. Along the way, he found a large beehive without any bees. He thought, "Wow, this must be my lucky day. I guess this beehive must have appeared due to good karma I've done in the past." He took the beehive and entered the city. The citizen who was assigned to watch that particular city gate rushed to the villager and said, "Stop! I see you have honey and curds. Are they for sale?" "Yes, they are for sale." "I offer you 1 gold coin for both. Please sell them to me." The villager then thought, "The things I carry are not worth even a fraction of a gold coin. Yet this man offered me a gold coin without any hesitation. I need to be wary and find out how much these things are truly worth to him. Sir, I cannot sell them for 1 gold coin." 2 gold coins? 3 gold coins? 10 gold coins? 100 gold coins? 200 gold coins? 500 gold coins? 1,000 gold coins? Sir, stop! The honey and curds are not very valuable, but you are offering such an immense payment. Why do you want these things so badly? The citizen explained the situation to the villager. Sir, is such a charitable deed to be performed by only the people of the city, and not by village folk? No one's dana will be refused. Everyone is entitled to give dana as they see fit, as long as they do it willingly and wholeheartedly. The villager thought for a moment, and then said, Sir, is anyone offering anything worth 1,000 gold coins? No. Then have we not established that my honey and curds are worth at least 1,000 gold coins? Yes, at least that much. In that case, go and tell the other citizens that they no longer have to wait for honey and curds, for a rustic villager will provide them. However, I have 2 conditions. What are they? First, I must be allowed to make the offering myself, with my own 2 hands. Second, you must bear witness that in this magnificent dana that we will offer together, that it is I who is the donor of the most expensive items. After that, the villager went to the market and spent 5 coins, which he had brought to buy food, to instead buy 5 perfumed ingredients to use in offering to the Buddha. He sat down and made them into a powder. He squeezed the curds to extract water from them. He then put the honey and curd water into the perfumed powder and mixed them all together in a lotus leaf container. Having prepared the food properly, he sat down in line near the Buddha and waited his turn. When his turn came, the villager said, "Glorious and magnificent Buddha, this is a gift from a poor man like me. Kindly accept this humble offering." Out of compassion, the Buddha accepted his offering and silently resolved that the food would not run out even after distributing it to 68,000 bhikkhus. After the Buddha and his monks had partaken in their food, the villager said, "Glorious Buddha, everyone here witnesses that I offered the most expensive items and willingly gave them as dana to you. As a result of this merit, may I truly become, throughout all of samsara, a great recipient of gifts, possessing a large retinue and fame." The Buddha remained silent for a moment, searching the future to see if this would be true. He then said, "Ewang hotu," which means, "It will be so." The villager felt like his heart would burst with joy, and all the citizens exploded in anumotana with him. Their exaltations of "Sadhu, Sadhu" could be heard from a distance. After that, the Buddha gave a sermon to the receptive audience and then returned to the monastery. The villager, having done meritorious deeds until his death, was only reborn in celestial and human worlds, avoiding any hell rebirths. After many births in heavenly and human realms, he was later reborn as the son of the king of Benares and his chief queen. One day, the king of Kosala attacked Benares, killing the king of Benares and capturing the chief queen. However, the prince was able to escape through a drain. After organizing an army, the prince was able to return to Benares and gave an ultimatum, demanding that the new king return the city to him or face war. His mother, who was inside the city, sent a message and persuaded the prince to besiege the city so the population would not be harmed. In accordance with his mother's advice, the prince blocked the 4 main gates so that there could be no entrance or exit to the city. This went on for 7 years, and as a result, many of the sick and elderly died. However, the citizens of Benares knew of small gates in and out of the city and snuck out to obtain water, grass, wood, and other supplies, thus undermining the blockade's effectiveness. After 7 years and 7 months, the prince's mother discovered the small gates and ordered them sealed. This greatly limited the movement of the citizens, and people began to starve and die for lack of supplies. After 7 days, the people, no longer able to bear the suffering, beheaded the king of Kosala and offered his head to the prince. The prince entered the city, crowned himself king, and set to caring for his people. As a result of killing and causing extensive suffering for the population of Benares, the prince and his mother were reborn in hell. The prince was reborn in Awichi, the lowest level of hell. There, he suffered for a long time. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.